Hey YouTubers, it's me again. So today I'm going to take you on quite a bit of a journey. We'll start off with the tea bag here. I actually got this as a Christmas gift and you won't believe it is called Smurf tea. Smurf, that's right. Smurf tea, as in blue Smurf chai tea. I was a little skeptical about it to begin with. I wasn't really sure. However, I read it and I looked up the QR code, and there's so many good reviews. There's antioxidants in it, so much health benefits, and I just thought this is the time. So I sterilized all my instruments that I used. I definitely did not want to use anything that had contamination, so I always sterilize in boiling water. So here I'm just showing you my scooper, and it's measured actually at 1 teaspoon. So that's why I love this. I use tongs to protect my hands and just give it a little dry. You don't want to use a wet teaspoon measurer stick, because that will mean that when you put it into the solution, it will just stick to everything and it won't be that good in the long run. So there I'm showing you the 1 teaspoon, one perfect teaspoon. So here's the Smurf chai again, and it just says literally whisk 1 teaspoon with water, and you're going to use that water at 100 degrees to bloom that tea. So you want to get that, bloom it, get one perfect scoop, and just shake it out. Make sure it's exactly 1 teaspoon. There I am pouring it into my little whisking matcha tin. Give it a little shake. And look at that blue, guys. Like, that just looks so good. I haven't even whisked it yet, but I know that it's just so delicious. I'm just showing you guys that 1 teaspoon just kind of got stuck in there, It really was stuck in there. But yeah, I got it out, no problem at all. I really think this is a good holiday tea because it's chai. It has so many benefits. So there I am, just pouring the water and giving it a little mix, and it becomes like a blue Smurfy paste. It is so yummy, guys. You could smell it like it was vanilla. It was so decadent, and I'm giving it a good stir. And guys, the trick is the stir. You need to make sure you are committed to stirring this with all your power in your arms, You can't just do a half job. You need to do a really good job at stirring this. So getting some more water in there and giving it a good stir. And you can see my paste. So I'm making that good deep blue paste. And I was reading up on this, and it was actually called butterfly flower. And I was researching it, and it said it was so many good health benefits. And this is organic, it's sustainably farmed. This is the real deal. I'm not even joking. So here I am just giving it a good stir. And I believe I go back a few more times with that water to make sure that I'm really giving myself a lot of room to work with it when I'm ready to get it started for the milk. So personally, I like to have it with milk. I think it's a good latte. I always make sure that with any latte, warm up that milk and get it nice and warm, especially because it is the holiday season. A nice warm drink on your way outside in the snow is just perfection. So here I am again, and I'm actually showing you guys something you can do for the holiday season, which is a festive thing. You can coat or run this as a decorative feature along the cup. And giving it that color will really make your guests feel like you went to the extent of spending so much time, when in reality you spent maximum 10 minutes on this Christmas tea blue chai. So you're getting that deep mauve purple color, and it looks oh so good. And you're just giving it a little rim around the edges. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on our second one. Okay, guys, don't be stingy. That's my biggest tip. You're going to really give every single ounce of that glass a good coating. It's going to look so good when you put that blue with that purple. It will look like you bought these professionally. So here I am with those 2 cups, and I'm just mixing, keeping that mixture nice and fluid there. I'm adding that milk that I've warmed up, and I'm adding it all. Okay, so don't be scared. Go for it. You got this. All the milk, and you're going to give it a good stir. and I use the whisk. First I start off with the spoon, and this is just to kind of get all that color integrated, but then the key and the secret, guys, that you've been waiting for is the whisk. You need to take that whisk after and give it a really good stir to break up all those chunks, because nobody wants a tea with chunks in it. However much time you put into this is going to be equivalent to the taste. And I can tell you, YouTubers, that I was smelling the aroma of this. It was so amazing. Truly the best. I remember my grandmother always used to make me chai, and she spent so much time making it, and it was because of her ability to take her time that it just tasted perfect. Perfection. So here we are, mixing. And you can see the color is so beautiful, guys. It is just looking awesome. Give it a good stir, and then we're going to integrate in that whisk. So we're going to get that whisk in to break up those chunks and to really get that deep blue color. So I'm just mixing. Stir. And I'm getting a little bit more into it. I'm speeding it up here with my hands. I'm giving it a little more of a lifting action. And perfect. There we are. Now I'm really happy with that foamy marble effect. That's what we call it, the marble effect. You're getting that top little milky marble effect. Just a few more stirs there. And really making sure that you're spending your time with this step, okay? So now here I am getting that handy dandy whisk and giving it a good whisk to break apart all of those powder particles. So here I'm just ensuring I'm just using kind of a Z motion, if you will, or just an M motion to kind of break it apart. And you can see little bubbles being created. It is so heavenly. This is definitely what you need to make for all your friends during Christmas. They're going to talk about this for years to come and always ask you during Christmas, where's your Christmas tea blue chai? So good. Smurf chai. Okay, so I'm just continuing whisking here, and you can see I'm getting that aerated bubble effect. It's looking good. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay guys, so really put your muscle into this and get this whisk and make sure you get those frothy bubbles. This is actually my favorite part, believe it or not, because I just love looking at the marble effect. It is so beautiful and calming, and no matter what, every single chai tea that you whisk tastes, in my opinion, 200 times better. So here I am just giving it a final whisk and letting it swirl in my fancy matcha cup. And here are my 2 glasses. So I actually invited my friend over to try this out because she has been telling me she just wants to give it a try. So I poured up 2 glasses, and you can see that milk is just steaming, guys. And there we go. We don't even have enough. That's how amazing this stuff is. You really got to make a lot. So I'm just going to give my other glass a little top up. And look at that effect that we did. Like, it looks so beautiful. You would think the glass looks like that, but believe it or not, it's our tea. And the contrast is just so beautiful. So I'm just going to give it a little stir. And then we're going to get on to the very next part, which is making the whipped cream, guys. Chai and whipped cream don't seem like something typical to go together, but I'll tell you something, it absolutely does. Look at that beautiful, vibrant blue color. That screams a Smurf, doesn't it? So we're cheersing to that, and look at that, amazing. This is just so awesome. So guys, this is a funny thing. I actually was at my grandmother's house, and she was a big baker back in the day, and guess what? She had this as her beaters. She had this as her electric mixer. So here we are mixing the cream, and we had everything ready to go, and as we turned on the beaters, you guys won't believe it, but I swear my grandmother was like, stop being lazy, don't use this, use a hand mix. So we're adding some sugar in, and we're really just gonna sweeten this up a little. You don't need much cream. It's just a garnish on top just to make it a little bit more tastier. And it's really just a decadent treat. You really don't need the whipped cream on top, but I like to do it. It's something a little special. So here's where our fail happened. We were getting so far along, and then boom, this just turned off. And then, as you can see, it turned back on, and then it fully turned off. We tried different outlets, it just wasn't working. And there's where it stopped working. So we thought we would mix it with our hands to see if it would start it back up. This was actually hilarious. So there we are trying again to just hand mix it with the beaters. It was not turning on. So we ended up going to the whisk, and that was okay, but the house was too warm because we were baking cookies. We were baking gingerbread, which don't worry guys, I'm going to show you on our YouTube channel how we did that. We were baking some other stuff. So we had to go outside, get on our cute little shoes, and put on our cooking outfit and our matching PJ set, and we had to mix by hand in the snow. And let me tell you, it actually was sickening. I was so cold, but it was so worth it for the chai. This was hilarious. I know that this was something that I was not prepared for, but I excelled at because I knew I could do it. I even gave you guys a little dance to show you how to warm up your body but still keep the whipped cream cold. And let me tell you, this was the best whipped cream. I think it's because it had snowflakes in it. So delicious. Just switched hands at that point and gave it another really good whip. I was freezing. You can see I am just frozen. But if you just give it a little dance and shake it off, it's all good. And those snowflakes were definitely falling in my whipped cream. But that's a-okay because at the very end, when you taste how good this Christmas blue tea is, you are going to be laughing at how amazing it is and giggling at how warm and yummy it is. So it's all worth it. Look at that consistency. We are getting the thickness of the cream. We have the yummy snowflakes and the sugar. So now we're back inside, guys, and I'm just adding a little bit more of this blue chai in to give it some color. You know, I was thinking about keeping it white, but then I thought, let me just keep that blue theme going. So I wasn't sure how to kind of proceed with the amount. So I started with a little, and I continuously added just small little droplets in. And then I thought, you know what? All these health benefits and all these antioxidants, I'm just gonna do a bunch. So that's where that amount came from. It roughly measured 1 teaspoon. And it was so worth it. Like, it was just perfect. And the color was really nice, a mauve, and so yummy, I must say. I look at this now backwards and think, oh, guys, this was the best. I wish I could give you all a cup of chai with my favorite creamy whipped cream on top. It is just delicious. So there I am, just showing you guys the end product. I probably could have whisked it a little bit more, but I was still cold from outside, so I thought, no thanks. There's my Christmas tree mat underneath. It is so pretty. And there I am, just showing you guys how amazing this is. I think it looks so perfect and so cute. So now I'm going to get ready to scoop on the whipped cream on top of the chai Smurf latte. Let me tell you, this smells so vanilla-y. This is perfect. So here I am grabbing a heaping scoop and I'm putting it on top, and it just floats on top. It is so amazing. I totally recommend that all of you guys give this a try. This is just awesome and amazing. So there I am putting some on my friends, and we're going to enjoy this by the campfire, and we're going to roast marshmallows and eat our gingerbread man next. So I'm pretty excited, and I hope you guys stay tuned for everything next that I have going on my channel. And there we are. Look at how beautiful. Cheers to that, and a very Merry Christmas. I hope you guys all stay safe, and I hope you guys give us a try.